I am looking at tips and tricks at using modulators in Bitwig. You might know these. These you might have forgotten. I'm producing a video today, and kind of cool things that I learned recently that kind of changed some things going on with when I was producing or trying to produce the last track that I put out. So the very first one is I got a very simple chord progression here in Captain chords. And usually when producing music, you sit there, you start off with something nice and easy, and then you hear it 500 times over the course of producing the kind of the bass 4-bar loop, and then you go, or maybe 8 bars or 16 bars. It gets really obnoxious after a while, and you kind of want to do something to that to kind of break up the monotony of hearing that thing on course. So one of the things that I recently did is I used the tape Mellowfi, and I kind of want to mess with either one of these knobs, maybe the filter, maybe the output, maybe the flutter and the wow and the noise and all that stuff, and maybe I want to do it all together. So I'm going to make a knob or a macro, and then I want to mess with let's say the flutter or the drive a bit all together, because that's important. Maybe the wow, not the output, but the filter here we're going to mess with a lot. Okay, now that we got that going, I want to make a track-wide modulator, and I want to make a LFO or something that cycles over and over. We can use curves if you want. I'm just going to go simple and easy, and there's a couple other different tricks that we can use with this one anyways. And we're going to change this to bars, and then we're going to ramp this up to either 8 or 16. And what this is going to do is you're going to hook it to your knob here that you did. So now when the track plays, every so often on track, or I mean on the bar, it moves that knob, so therefore you're getting kind of a different every 4 beats. You get something, you get a change in how you're sounding, so it's not the same at all times. It can help probably break up the monotony of stuff. You could do it with tape Mellowfi, using other things like the shaper box volume, or the time shaper is actually really cool. So we're gonna do the bypass on this one, or I think the master mix would be good. So we want to turn it off, and then we want the thing to kind of turn it on over time. So that's kind of cool. You can change in and out the pattern every now and then, and you don't hear the same thing over and over and over again. That's probably good for a while, but after a while you can play around with effects, kind of get them in, get them out, and try to hear what things sound like ahead of time when you're playing around with your track. The other thing is this little knob right here is a basically it's turns off the LFO. So the next tip or trick is turning off the LFO. So we can use something else like maybe the steps to maybe turn it on or turn it off. Or to have it with various degrees. So overall, pretty cool. Turn off your modulators. Otherwise, this thing is constantly running, and there's actually no other way of turning it off. So this little knob is actually pretty cool. I would look for other knobs that do the same thing right here. This adjusts the amount of what you want to do, so you can shut them off and turn them back on. So look for it in modulators. Let's see if the curves have it, because curves always goes as far as I know. There's not an actual way to shut them off except for that's the smoothing. So it looks like curves does not have a way to shut it off. Interesting. But the LFO definitely does. So that's one cool thing. The other one is to do modulations based upon kind of like 16 or 32 steps and get it in time with, like, say 16 or 32 notes. So this one has 32 steps. We can do it at 1 bar. So we do 32. This would be cooler if we did something of oh, there it is. That's how you turn off the curves. The last and final tip I got is the audio sidechain. This is a cool modulator that acts kind of like side compression if you want it to. It doesn't have to. Anything based upon a sound will get it to fire off the modulator. So I got a kick up here that's giving a 4-on-the-floor beat, and I'm modulating the drive the filter, sorry, of the tape mellify. So every time it kicks, it'll kind of filter out the piano sounds. Get that nice pumping effect going. anyways, that's all I have. Thanks for watching, and I do appreciate it, and I'll catch you later.